there's no Michael today, he's at work, it's Monday morning, and I have been doing for the last couple of weeks, Monday morning is the tail end of the weekend as far as I'm concerned, and it's when I do all of my planning for the week, and I get myself sorted, and I thought that this might be something nice for people to see. I have pretty significant ADHD, and this is a system that I have found sort of works for me for getting myself organised and myself sort of my week structured and under control. The first thing I'm going to do, I bought these candles. Aren't they adorable? They're 30-minute timer candles from Quietivity, and I bought, it's like matches, and it's got a little striker thing underneath, and it's like, oh, isn't that just incredibly satisfying? So I will start by showing you the last couple of months of planning that I've been doing. If you see anything sensitive, just ignore it, because I'm not going to block anything out because I'm not that organised. But this is how it started. This is a B5 common planner with the horizontal weekly. I have been trying a few different things. You can see that there have been weeks and weeks that I basically don't use these. What tends to happen is I plan, and then I tend to not come back to these daily pages. So there are weeks when it's not been working so much. This is one of the more comprehensive weeks that I did, but honestly, all of this got filled out in one go, and then I did 4 days of like keeping track of what I've done. I've been doing that for a while, but again, I found that I was wasting a lot of these spaces, and then I didn't have a lot of space for like actually planning stuff. I tried doing it this way around, but I hated that, so that fell apart immediately. I tried something else completely. That was me trying to split the day into like blocks rather than hours. That failed miserably. But now I do like a horizontal timeline, so 8 o'clock to, that was until 6 o'clock. But I have now decided that I need to do it until 10 o'clock. I have blocked out a lot of my like fixed stuff for the week. So these are like work commitments or like appointments that I have done. Nails is actually 11 to, is it 11:30? Did I just get that wrong? So I have a monthly calendar, a monthly overview. Yeah, nails are 11. I have a monthly overview that I use that is the opposite of aesthetically pleasing. But it's basically, this is my everyday carry book. Oh, that's bank details. And I just carry this book with me basically everywhere I go. A lot of the days I don't use the pages. Some of the days I do, but it's useful for me to have it as an option. And this section, these monthly pages, are the important bit that I use. I made a mistake. Oh, okay, that's very exciting. I thought I couldn't go to a friend's birthday party because I had a hen do, but I don't. The hen do is the week after, so I can go to my friend's birthday party. It's what I get for not checking my diary. Can you see I got distracted already? So I find it difficult. If I sit down and go like brain dump, what do I need to do? The answer is, So I found from, I think, the GTD system, the Getting Things Done system, this idea of a trigger list. I don't know if it originated there or if it is like a long-standing thing, but anyway, I copied this trigger list from that system, which again didn't really work for me because they're like category titles and it's like projects. Okay, what projects? What do I need to do? So I came up with a specific trigger list for me that work for me. And last week, I say work for me, I've done it for like, I wrote the trigger list a week ago and it worked last week. It did genuinely work quite well last week, so I'm repeating it this week. I talk about these things as if this is an established system. It's been 10 days. It's been 10 days, guys. But I have been experimenting for at least 3 months in this specific book. I mean, I've been experimenting my whole life, trying to figure out how to make things organised or not. But that is my system. So there are some things that are booked in that are outside of my control, so those are already blocked in, and then I've got the rest of the time available. So I am going to start, and then I guess we'll skip to interesting bits. Fine. But let's just, okay, so first question is, when will I wash my hair? So I did actually wash my hair this morning, so I can tick that off on my list. I'm trying to wash my hair only a couple of times a week. Today is the 14th, so I washed my hair. I did not wash my hair. So I washed my hair this morning because I'm having a haircut this afternoon. And then we are going to see Mike's family in Canterbury on Saturday, and we're going to leave the housemates in charge of the cat. So between now and then, probably, so Friday I might not see anyone. Thursday I'm going out, so Thursday morning I might want to wash my hair, so I might do Thursday and then Saturday. I'll put that in. So hair is done. Then workouts. I've got salsa on Tuesday, which is a fixed point. I have put in to go to CrossFit on Thursday for Barbell Club. I could, if I can, I think I would like to squeeze in the 5:30 session on Wednesday, because we're doing back squats on Wednesday and I do like those. But I don't know if I'll do that because Mike will have the car on Wednesday. I've booked into that session, but I may need to cancel it. There is a session at 8:45 on Friday that I could go to that would get me home in time for 10. I will need to speak to, so we'll do query weds. I think Thursday is pretty much in. I know that I've got a friend who was saying that she could do 5:30 on Thursday. We'll do tick Thursday, but we'll do query 5:30 or 1900. And then Friday would depend on, it's Good Friday, so the carers are potentially not in because of the bank holiday weekend. So I volunteered to cover Dad. There is one carer who might want to come in, but we need to speak to her. So workouts are not organised, but they have been considered. Big goals I will come back to. Packages, I am waiting on more stickers. These were stickers that were bought either before or on the cusp of when I started my sticker organisation, and I had a bit of an extinction burst of behaviour. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. I know that I'm waiting for a baby gate. We're not pregnant. We have new housemates moving in and they have a 3-year-old little girl, and stickers, I think it's just 2 individual packages. We've also got a Huel food delivery. I think that's it. But I do need to order. I need to order bookcase securers. I need to order some dissolvable fabric. I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to carry on this bit. So, do I need to reply to anyone? Yes, I do. This is exciting. I got an email. Juliet, I got your email. I loved it. I read it. I looked at all of the pictures. I showed Michael all of the pictures. I haven't replied because I wanted to sit down and do it properly. So we're going to reply to Juliet. High level, because I submitted a ticket for something that was going wrong with their website, and then they asked me to expand on it, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I will get in touch with my friend who invited us for dinner. I will get in touch with Erin to tell her that I can make it to her birthday party. I will leave that open in case I think of anything else. But for now, when am I going? What am I working on? And what am I working on and when? Or do I need to do anything for anyone? I do need to order more medication. I'm going to leave that with a few more spaces. I don't think there's going to be any more replies / commitments. But we'll leave a little bit of space. When and what am I working on? For the injury prevention stuff, I've got the next one ready. Podcasts, there's Dave and Leon, which are 2 separate podcasts. And then on the 24th, which is next week, we're filming the last podcast with, actually it's with Kelly Friel, who, if you are into CrossFit at all, she's kind of a big deal in British CrossFit. And she's actually one of the coaches at my gym, which is, I didn't know she was a big deal when I first met her. So I met her for the first time in the gym, and she was new to the gym, not obviously to CrossFit in general, but to our specific box. And so she walked in and she sort of like was walking around like she didn't really know anyone. So I went over and like started chatting to her and was like being really friendly and trying to make her feel really welcome, because I was worried that she felt out of place. And then I discovered that she's like the British champion for her age group. Oh no, Franny. It's really embarrassing. Okay, so what am I working on? I've got my stickers. Also have an idea for an illustration, which I would like to turn into some animated character design. I do have the wedding business stuff. I've got like 3 jobs and I do all of them part-time, and it suits me. So that if you hear me talking about doing like podcasts and doing like CRM setting up, and if you see me talking about like injury prevention, and anyway, I have a list because we've got a wedding fair that I've booked in for on the 27th, which is next, okay, that's next week, so that's quite emergency, or that's quite like important. So RSVPs, I do need to organise, print the place settings. So I do wedding favours, I do live drawings at weddings as wedding favours for your guests. And one of the ideas that my business coach has had is to set up place settings with like the name of the guest and then like a little tear off strip that's like the token to bring to get your favour, because obviously most of the time you would want the favour on the place setting so that people can like put it in their bag straight away, but I haven't done the drawings yet because I do them over the course of the evening. I need to buy those cardboard picture frames. I need to buy envelopes. So that's done, well, it's not done, but that's transferred. Contact, I need to check in with the barn group. I'm not even going to explain, it's not relevant. Transferred. Display variations, so I need to decorate the post box and organise the table settings. So also had some journal work that I have been working on. Oh, that's my phone. Hello. Okay, I'm back. My mum called and then the post arrived. It wasn't any of my deliveries. It was a different package, but it was addressed to me, but it was for Michael. Because we're going to a Comic-Con and some tickets came through. That is nice. So on the phone with my mum today, just now, I have confirmed that I can get a lift to the gym for then. Friday is deadlift. Thursday is skipping. Do you know what? I might actually do Friday. Booking opens Tuesday, tomorrow morning. Book CrossFit Friday. So I am cancelling that plan. Not important. So actually in the next 1, 2, 3, 4.5 days, that's probably plenty to fill the time. Organise my office. It's messy, but it's fine. But we don't have any laundry to do because we did all the laundry over the weekend. So we'll put big goals here. What am I going to work on for hobbies and love? I think stickers and the illustration, that counts as like fun things. Monday, I would like to film YouTube. Working on that's a film. But we also have I want to do some intro to journaling videos, or intro to planning and journaling, but not like a what is it, but like a step-by-step, like, so these are the 6 questions that you need to like address before you start coming up with the system, and then sort of like doing a step-by-step guide of like setting up your own system, because I've done it with a couple of friends now where I've like talked through their planning and organising needs. Actually, I just really love talking about it, and I think I'm kind of good at it. Like, I'm kind of good at helping people figure out what they need. I think not even because I'm particularly good at it, but just because I find it genuinely interesting. And so because I find it interesting, people get to talk things through, and then they get to figure it out for themselves, but without sitting there. You know how it is when you're like sitting talking to someone and you feel like you're boring them because they're not actually that interested in what you're talking about. So it's just one of those things that's like, anyway, that's what I'm going to talk about in that little mini. So tune in for that, come back for that. So I've got YouTube filming and editing to do. That is going to be a Meg day. So Meg is the client boss. Wednesday, like I need to start finishing these pages. Thursday, it does occur to me that if I need to get these things printed, so this is for print and this is for print, then I probably need to be submitting those today. So I'm also going to do and printing today. Hopefully the podcast won't take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. But if that means that I only finish one of the podcasts and I focus on the printing, so this is like work and this is hobby. So it will go podcasts, then printing, then hobby. At the very least, I need to research when I need to submit the designs for to get them printed in time. Thursday, though, to be fair, I could, no, I'm not thinking of that anymore. Thursday is Pippin pages. So that's more Pippin. I would like to finish another one. I would like to finish, I've got to fit in where I'm going to do coding as well. Friday is currently a completely unplanned day. So I'm going to do coding. I'll do coding and I'll do display the box. That's fine. I'll do the admin tasks then. Mum and Mike's timetables. Mike is in Tuesday and Wednesday. I think I've got Mum's timetable already. Oh, meals. I'm just going to check. I'm going to do collie cheese on Wednesday. No, let's just do the wraps today and get them done and out of the way. Tuesday night we've got some vegan sausages. We're not vegan. We try to eat at least 2 or 3 vegetarian and vegan meals a week. Thursday I think we've got some burgers. And then Friday, I am going to delegate completely to Mike and have no say in that whatsoever. We're not responsible adults. We're just not. Like, all of this, it's just pretending. None of, like, we don't know what we're doing. Oops, meals, that's not neat. Anyway, so, just so that everybody knows, like, the nice aesthetic spreads and stuff that I make an effort to do, like, not necessary. In projects, I'm just going to put these ongoing projects. House, I want a shed. Bamboo in the garden, which is a tough one because it's an invasive species in the UK. So you need to plant it in a particular way so it doesn't like jump out of the box. Other ongoing projects. So realistic fun is definitely that's the stickers. There's that jumper for my friend Francesca, which is why I need that dissolvable fabric. So if I repair it, that's great. If I don't repair it, then it's no worse than it was before, hopefully, fingers crossed. This is for research. So this is R&D, this is R&D, this is realistic, this is realistic, this is unrealistic. I mean, let's face it, that animation plan. So I'm just going to put in here, table settings is something to find or source, but that is not a today job to think about. But this feels good. It looks terrible. Oh my god, it looks horrendous. I really like it when, no. I mean, clearly I didn't like it enough. I did like it when it's colour coded. The cows. There's a field around the corner and they have cows that eat the grass because it's a nature reserve, so they can't mow it because that's bad for the environment. But they also need the grass to not be too long so that the flowers can actually grow. So they have cows in the field, and then they have local volunteers who go and count the animals and check the like water trough and make sure that the fences aren't falling down or whatever. So we will go on a cow walk to look at some cows. That's literally what I do. I go and I look at them and I go, it's a cow. The other thing I need to do, this is my Take a Note diary that I've been using not very frequently, I'll be honest. I was trying to do like a daily review of like how I was, but I've not, it's difficult because by the time I get to bedtime, I'm tired. So now that I've started new ADHD medication, finally, and I need to keep track of how I'm going with it. So I took it on Friday, kept a note. Saturday I did take it, but I forgot to write the notes at the end of the day. Sunday I didn't take it, and I've taken it this morning. So I'm gonna do that now. As soon as I finish, the first thing I'm gonna do is finish this log, and then I will film the next stuff that needs to be filmed. Okay, bye the internet.